Good morning and welcome to the Fairy Coach Tarot channel. My name is Raquel. Thank you for being here. And today is Monday. Happy Monday and the start of your week. On Mondays, we have Work and Career Tarot. It is an interactive tarot where we pick the deck or the fairy that calls us, and then we look at the general energies around your work, career, projects, as well as what opportunities we have out of our challenges and what steps are recommended by Spirit. So let's get started. We have these three beautiful decks, the pink fairy, the blue fairy, and the yellow fairy. So we begin by grounding, centering, and connecting with the breath. So follow along if it feels good to you. Also, I suggest that it's best to be in a place where you're going to be undisturbed so you can connect energetically with the video by focusing your attention. All right. So we begin by grounding, putting those feet flat on the floor, right? Letting go of bad energy or tension through the soles of our feet, connecting with the earth, right? Visualizing those roots. Then moving the head slightly from side to side, front to back, rolling those shoulders back, putting the palms of your hands on the middle of your chest, on your heart chakra. Taking a couple of deep breaths, connecting with the heart energy, and infusing this video with love. All right, now let's take a deep inhale in together, in through the nose. Hold for a second or two and gently exhale, elongating that exhale. All right, now choose the deck or the fairy that calls you intuitively, the one that resonates the most. Ready? All right, if you need more time, you can pause your video. And let's see the pink fairy. All right, let's move the cards a little bit to move their energy, wake them up. And let's begin with the main message towards our work and career. So let's set that intention. Please give us guidance, advice, and insight towards our work, career, and projects. We ask in love, in light, for our highest good. And so it is. All right, main message. And two cards answer our call. Now, what opportunities come out of our challenges? And what's the recommended next step forward? All right, one card as well. All right, so who answers our call? It is the Seven of Cups and the King of Swords. All right, so we have the energy of the Seven Cups, that's the water element, right? Those emotions, and the King of Swords. And here we move to that masculine energy and swords, that it is intellect, communication, thoughts, right? So, what are those two cards giving us as the main energies right now around work, career, and our projects? So, the Seven of Cups, it is the card of choices, right? Of choices that resonate with us, choices that we have, that they all have something special. But it could also be that some of these choices are not real but illusions, right? So, right now, the Spirit would like you to look at the choices in front of you, right? What choices are there for your work, your career, and those projects? And then the King of Swords is saying, have the discernment, right, to choose or to be able to know which choices you have in front of you are real and which ones are illusions. So, for example, if you are in between jobs, right, you either um, want the stable job or you have another choice that it is something that feels like something interesting, but doesn't seem as sure, right? So the king comes in and tells you, use discernment. This time is not about using your intuition here, but using more your practical way of thinking, your discernment, right? The same with choosing projects or any path that's connected to your work and career right now. First, look at all the options in front of you, but the king is telling you this is not a time to be guided only by your intuition. Your intuition is great. We have intuition. We need to use it. But in this particular um, part here, when it comes to work and career right now, the spirit is telling you, let your discernment, your practical thinking, your logic and your reasoning to be telling you what path is best. Do not get moved by emotion or by intuition alone, but by practical facts and reasoning. All right. And now, what choices, I mean, what opportunities come out of our challenges, right? And it is the Ace of Swords. So we have two swords here, so something to keep in mind, the air element and that intellect. So the opportunities that could come up out of our challenges is the Ace of Swords. And the ace is always an opportunity, like I was about to say before. So an opportunity, but here because it's air, it's opportunity for communication, for new ideas, right? So perhaps you are in front of some choices right now or unclear about the next step to take, and the king's telling you, use discernment, use facts, logic, and reasoning, and also that a new path may be opening up in front of you, a new idea may be opening up in front of you, and just to be on the lookout for that, right? But it will be tied to something that's practical and you need to use your reasoning for, because that's what the king is all about, and this is the ace of swords, right? So even though you are facing options, if you are unclear or how to move forward, the most important things right now is to know that it's not to be led by emotion or intuition, but to be led by logic and reasoning, that discernment, right? And a new path, a new opportunity may be presenting itself by using a lot of discernment, and it's an opportunity that also comes out with a clear, it's going to be very clear moving forward, your opportunity, but it's about logic and facts, not emotions or intuition. And what is the recommended next step forward? And here we have the Queen of Wands. So here we're moving already to the fire element and the feminine energy of the Queen. So the Queen is more emotional and more intuitive, right? It's more of a feminine energy. However, here, based on the main message, here we have Wands, right? And Wands is that fire element, that intention, that magic one, if you want. So right now, the Queen is saying the next steps moving forward is to actually remember that one cannot force um, clarity or force moving forward in a way that it is harsh, but to be kind to yourself and be intentional at the same time, right? So give yourself grace and compassion while taking the next steps forward, remembering what the main message is here, to use logic, discernment, and facts, right? While a new opportunity comes in, right, that is very practical, and the queen says, be gentle with yourself right now and at the same time be intentional. So do not force anything. Just take one little step at a time, whatever feels good, but in a gentle approach. Do not try to push an answer, try to push something forward, right? Now let's put it all together. The cards are letting you know that this is not a time to use intuition and emotion, but to use discernment to make sure you understand all the choices in front of you moving forward with your career, but to use that discernment and practicality. By using our minds and being and making sure that we're using that reasoning, a new opportunity may come out, right? We need to remember to be compassionate with ourselves and gentle as we move forward, but always remembering that right now is about getting the choices clear in front of us, but using our heads, our reasoning, and our discernment. All right. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share this video as there may be someone who needs to hear it. And remember, this is a general reading for the collective. Take what resonates, let go of the rest. And if you want us to look more in depth at your particular situation, I offer online sessions that can be done by video call, phone, or even chat, as well as pre recorded readings that can be sent directly to your email. So if you want more information, you have the links below in the comments, or you can always reach out with questions. All right, let's move towards the blue fairy and let's read what the cards and spirit would like us to know. All right, let's go with the blue fairy and read what the cards have to tell us. All right, let's set that intention. Please give us guidance, advice, and insight into our work, career, and projects ahead. The main message, the opportunities, as well as the next steps we should take in love, in light, for our highest good. And so it is. All right. Main guidance, opportunities, and next steps. So straightforward, this deck. All right, let's see. So who answers our call for main guidance? It is the Knight of Cups. So here we have movement. We have a knight movement moving forward, and cups, we have that water element, right? And the Knight of Cups here is a very different message that we were just reading with the other deck. This is a message of movement that comes from emotions and intuition, right? So ask yourself, what is my intuition telling me about my job, my work, and those projects that I have, and what emotions are coming up? So listen to your intuition that will be speaking to you through your emotions, right? So but the night is about movement. And so Spirit's telling you there is movement around you, but you also have to move with it, right? So now pay attention to your intuition, and you're going to get those intuitive nudges through your emotions, right? So pause throughout the day, pause before making a decision, and scan your body. How are you feeling? What emotions are coming up, right? And this is intuition speaking to you, letting you know where to go and what are the next steps. But the night wants you to move. Therefore, right now, your career, your job, your these projects are asking for you to take steps forward as well, not to take a passive role, right? But to take steps towards what you want, right? Keeping in mind intuition, and that your intuition is speaking through your emotions, but making sure you're taking steps forward. So asking yourself, what should I do right now? What is it that I want? And what step can I take, right? And scanning your body for emotions of how you're feeling about things, right? And this is another exercise you could do if you're looking for a job or looking for a new position. When you are reading the advertisement for the new position, when you're like either online, where just close your eyes, put those hands, like I tell you at the beginning of the video, on top of your heart chakra, and close your eyes and start thinking about the job, right? That opportunity that you are reading about, and see what emotions are coming up. You will realize if it's for you or not for you. All right, now let's look at what opportunities are coming out of our challenges. Look at this, another knight, Knight of Swords. So we started with the Knight of Cups as the main message. Now we move to the Knight of Swords as opportunity coming up. Interesting, two knights, two cards and two knights. And the knights are movement. And here, Spirit's giving you a very clear message that there is a lot of movement around work and career for you right now, right? And what is the Knight of Swords telling you? So, right now, there is movement. Swords is the air element, it is thought, but it's also communication. So, there is a lot of movement, there is an opportunity for a conversation that will take things to a new way, right? So be on the lookout for a conversation, an important conversation, or messages that you're getting through a conversation that point out to a new path or to a better opportunity within your job. All right. And what is the recommended next step forward? And here we have another knight. Look at this. Oh, you can't make this up. Honestly, this is one of the things I'm fascinated about tarot, about reading the cards, connecting with the spirit through this way of reading the cards. You got three cards, three knights, right? Different suits. You saw me shuffle the cards, three knights. This is a spirit giving you a very clear message of how things are moving around for you. So there is a lot of movement energetically, and it looks like good movement. Now, the first step moving forward, here we have gone to Pentacles. Pentacles is the earth element, it is resources, it is those material, physical things in this life, right? So, what is the Knight of Pentacles telling us about the step we need to take? So, it is telling you that your choices right now need to be towards tangible, concrete things, right? So think about what it is that you would like to do towards your job, right? Or with that project that you have, right? And in order to manifest those things, is about taking very concrete steps forward. All right. And how do I do that? What are the concrete steps? How do I move forward? Remember what the main message was. It was through your intuition, but your intuition will speak to you through your emotions. That's why I gave you that exercise. Connect with your body. Connect with your body on seeing how do you feel with different choices, right? It's very important. Close your eyes, take a pause, even if it's a 1-2 minute pause, to connect with your body and see what emotions are rising, right? And remember to be on the lookout for a conversation. There are certain conversations that will open up a new path right now, and take those concrete steps, right? So if your intuition is telling you, oh, maybe I should apply to this job, let me check how I feel. You check with yourself and you feel yourself filled with joy, right? With happiness. Then it's like, okay, I gotta do it. Then you go ahead and you apply for that job. So intuition and emotion are leading for you. There is a lot of energetic movement. You are going to know what your intuition tells you through your emotions. Be on the lookout for important conversations that are also going to help move things along, and take concrete steps. Once you know what your intuition is telling you, take those concrete steps. All right. So I hope you enjoyed your reading. This is very interesting. 3 nights, very straightforward, and also telling you a lot of movement. But movement is in the air, but you also have to act upon it and start taking those steps. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share this message, right? This is a general reading for the collective. Always take what resonates, let go of the rest. Remember that some things may not make sense now, but it will unfold on making sense. And if you want us to look at your particular situation, I offer online sessions that can be done remotely from anywhere in the world, as well as pre-recorded readings. The link is below in the description, and you can always reach out if you have any questions. All right, let's move towards that yellow fairy and see what the cards have in store for us here with the yellow fairy. All right, let's get that yellow fairy, this beautiful deck. Move the cards a little bit around to wake them up. And let's set that intention. Please give us guidance, advice, and insight into our work, career, and projects. And we ask in love, in light, for our highest good, highlight opportunities and the next steps to take. All right. All right. That is the main energies around our work and career right now. And oh, I honor every card. You know that from my readings. So 3 cards for opportunity. Interesting. And let's see, recommended next steps. All right. All right. Let's read the first card. And what do we have? The Four of Pentacles. So we have an energy of a 4. Remember, for structure, stability. And Pentacles here, we are in the earth element, right? And what is this main message here Spirit wants to convey through this card? And this is to hold on to our resources. So, all right. So right now, it is important for you to make sure that you create good stability for yourself, good stability around your projects, your work, right? Your career. And so it's telling you, hold on to those projects, hold on to your job, and make sure things are in a good foundation, structured right? So if you're thinking about changing jobs, really, really, really think about it well. Think about what the new job offers, what are these new projects. Remember that right now you have the energy of the 4 and Pentacles. You want that stability. You want that structure, that good foundation for money, for security, right? So this is very important right now. If you are thinking of a new job, if you are going um, into anything new that has to do with your work and career or with a new project, make sure that it is something stable. Do not be too impulsive here, right? Make sure that you're holding on to what's important. And remember, the earth element is all about our resources, but also the material physical aspects in life. So it's very important right now to create that security and stability. Hold on to your job, or if you move from one job to another, make sure that it offers things that give you a lot of security. Do not be too risky right now. Caution with that. Now, what are the opportunities that come from our challenges, right? Because all our challenges in life bring you opportunities. Sometimes we forget to look at that because we get really down on ourselves. But remember, your opportunities, the biggest opportunities, come out of challenges. Now, who answers our call? The Queen of Wands. We have this feminine energy wants the fire element, the King of Wands, all right, masculine energy, and also the fire element. And who do we have here? Major Arcana 9. No, not Major Arcana 9, I'm sorry. The Nine of Cups. Here I was already going into the major arcana. This is how much I'm dreaming on the major arcana lately. All right, so the Nine of Cups. All right, let's look at this. Good. And what it is telling us about the opportunities that come out of the challenges. All right. Make sure that you are on the lookout for the things that you want out of your job and career, that dream, that intention that you had a while back, right? So this is telling you you need to nurture this dream. The queen is very nurturing, right? So it says nurture that dream, nurture that intention, that love for something that you have, right? And make sure that you do not leave it behind. So you treat it just like the king is like it would be the CEO or the general manager of the suit of wands. So the same way, if you have a dream, if there is something that you've been wanting for a while, the opportunity that lays here is that spirit tells you you need to nurture what you want, but you have to treat it with the same way a king would manage his kingdom, right? So that means that, let's say that you have a side hustle, a side business that you really like, or a hobby that you want to move forward, right? This would be telling you, guess what? Nurture it, put your affection and your effort in it so it can thrive, but at the same time treat it as a business, right? So treat it as a business. And then the Nine of Cups is this cup of blessings, right? Of having all your cups, all these blessings, all these things that are going well in your life. So all put together here tells you you need to nurture your dreams right now. This is the biggest opportunity. Nurture your dreams, but also manage things around those dreams well, right? So do not only keep them in your head. Oh, I have this dream for this. What do you need to do? What are your steps? What actions can you take, right? How can you stay strong when like there are naysayers saying that you wouldn't make it, right? So these are the way a king would take care of his kingdom. And then the Nine of Cups is a good reminder of something, that even though you are pursuing something else, right? And this is when this ties very well with this card. Even though you pursue other dreams, you need to nurture other your dreams and manage them well. The Nine of Cups reminds you that practicing gratitude for what we have right now without attaching our well being to something in the future is the best way to manifest the things that we are dreaming about. So important. It is important to practice gratitude for the things that you have right now, for those things that kind of you hold on to, right? So practice gratitude while pursuing the things that you want in the future. All right. Now let's look at the first step. And now we got a major arcana, major advice, the world. And right, that major arcana 21, major arcana, major advice. And the world is telling you, all right, the next step moving forward, it is to be done with something that from the past, to leave behind something and also look at the lessons that it has taught you, right? And this is very important. So for new things to come in, we need to close the door on old things. Just remember the lessons that they brought us. So let's put it all together in a way that we can read it as a whole, and because we got a lot of messages here from the opportunity. All right. Spirit's telling you that the main advice right now is to create a structure and stability around your work and your projects and your career, right? So hold on to your job, hold on to what's important, and only change your job or move up if that you're getting is giving you more stability than what you have right now. It's important to create stability and structure and hold on to the things that are important, like your resources, right? So no crazy investments right now. This would be telling us energetically. Now, the opportunity is that you need to still nurture your dream, whatever dream that you have for your career, whatever project. Yes, nurture it and be sure to manage all the energy around it, just like a king would, right? Just like somebody would manage its kingdom. Treat things, be the CEO of your projects, of your company, of your job, right? Think like this and practice a lot of gratitude for the things that go well. Because when we practice gratitude, remember our blessings get multiplied. And this is always the card to remind you of everything that you need to practice gratitude for. Now, the next step moving forward is to close a chapter. To remember that for something new to come in, for new energy to come in, we have to be done with something. So the world wants you to ask yourself, what lessons have I learned lately? And what is something that I need to um, close? What is a door that I need to close? A chapter that's done with, right? So I can move forward with this new energy. All right, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share this video. And remember, this is a general reading for the collective. Take what resonates, even if it's not making sense right now. Everything comes together, and you just put it together and take what resonates, let go of the rest. And if you want us to look more in depth at your particular situation, please reach out for more questions about my services. But the link below in the comments will be to my website and my Gumroad storefront, because I offer private online sessions that can be done by phone, video call, or even chat, as well as pre-recorded readings, right? So go check the link below and make sure you subscribe to the channel. You get those notifications because we have almost every day of the week, right? We have on Sundays the energy forecast for the week. On Mondays we have work and career. Tomorrow we're going to have love and romance, and on Wednesday we have oracle messages. And Thursdays, we're beginning a new series of more of a free flow instead of chakras and energy that we were looking at. Different videos coming in every Thursday. And Fridays, we look at the weekend messages for the weekend coming. So they are always timeless messages. So no matter whenever you made it to this video, Spirit wants you to hear it, something for a reason. So remember that. All right. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Be gentle and kind to yourself, and brightest blessings your way. I'll see you tomorrow.